Memphis Grizzlies vs Atlanta Hawks full game highlights, October 11, 2025 NBA Preseason. The NBA preseason action rolled on as the Memphis Grizzlies faced off against the Atlanta Hawks on October 11, 2025, in what turned out to be an exciting and fast-paced matchup. Both teams came into this game looking to find rhythm, build chemistry, and evaluate their rotations before the regular season begins. With stars, young talent, and plenty of competitive fire on display, fans were treated to an entertaining preseason battle that showcased what both squads could bring to the upcoming NBA campaign. Right from the tip-off, the Grizzlies came out with energy and purpose. Ja Morant, back on the court and in full control, immediately set the tone for Memphis. His speed, explosiveness, and ability to get to the rim made life difficult for Atlanta's defense all night. Morant's connection with Desmond Bane was evident, as the two guards created offense effortlessly. Ja attacked the paint with aggression, finishing through contact, while Bane spaced the floor with his smooth outside shooting. Together, they gave the Hawks plenty to think about on the defensive end. On the other side, the Hawks looked sharp early thanks to Trae Young, who was in his bag from the opening quarter. Trae's deep shooting, passing vision, and ability to draw fouls kept the Grizzlies on their toes. He orchestrated the Atlanta offense beautifully, using pick and rolls with Clint Capela to generate easy looks at the basket. Capela's rim protection and rebounding gave the Hawks second-chance opportunities, while DeAndre Hunter and Bogdan Bogdanovic provided steady production on the wings. The first quarter was a shootout, with both teams trading baskets. Memphis pushed the pace and relied on their transition game, capitalizing on Ja Morant's quick bursts up the court. Atlanta responded with perimeter shooting, as Saddiq Bey knocked down a pair of threes to keep things close. The Hawks' ball movement was crisp, and their spacing allowed Trae to create open looks for shooters all around the arc. As the second quarter began, the Grizzlies started to pull ahead with their bench making a major impact. Marcus Smart, coming off the bench in this preseason matchup, brought defensive intensity and veteran leadership. His ability to guard multiple positions and communicate on defense anchored Memphis' second unit. Smart also hit some timely shots and kept the ball moving, helping the Grizzlies maintain momentum. Zariah Williams and Santi Aldama chipped in with key buckets, showing the depth and versatility that Memphis has at its disposal. Atlanta's second unit also showed flashes of promise. Jalen Johnson displayed his athleticism with a few impressive drives and dunks, while rookie Zachary Rasacha, the Hawks' highly anticipated young wing, gave glimpses of his scoring potential. His length and smooth shooting stroke fit perfectly with Atlanta's system. Head coach Quinn Snyder continued to experiment with different rotations, mixing veterans with young players to see which combinations work best heading into the season. By halftime, the Grizzlies held a slim lead, largely due to their defense. Memphis' ability to force turnovers and push the ball in transition became a major factor. Ja Morant was everywhere, flying through the air for acrobatic layups, setting up teammates for easy looks, and keeping the energy level high. Jaren Jackson Jr., meanwhile, anchored the paint defensively. His shot-blocking instincts and versatility on switches made things tough for Atlanta's bigs. Offensively, Jackson stretched the floor with his outside shooting, knocking down a couple of threes to keep the defense honest. Coming out of halftime, both teams ramped up the intensity. The Hawks made an early push in the third quarter behind Trae Young and Bogdanovic, who caught fire from beyond the arc. Bogdanovic hit consecutive threes to ignite a run that briefly gave Atlanta the lead. Trae continued to control the tempo, showing off his deep range and quick decision-making. The Hawks' offense looked in sync, but Memphis wasn't backing down. Ja Morant responded with a highlight reel stretch of his own, slashing to the basket for a ferocious dunk, then finding Desmond Bane for a corner three. The Grizzlies' offensive flow looked smooth and balanced, with multiple players contributing. Bane's scoring touch from mid-range and deep continued to shine, and his improved playmaking added another dimension to Memphis' attack. The third quarter ended with both teams locked in a close battle. The Hawks' bench, led by Jalen Johnson and Onyeka Okongwu, provided valuable minutes. Okongwu's energy on the boards and interior defense stood out, as he battled hard against Jaren Jackson Jr. and the Grizzlies' bigs. But Memphis' defensive rotations and hustle plays helped them stay a step ahead entering the final period. In the fourth quarter, both coaches gave their young players extended minutes, but the competition remained fierce. Memphis rookie G.G. Jackson II showed flashes of star potential, confidently scoring in isolation and hitting a tough jumper late in the game. His energy and athleticism excited fans and teammates alike. David Roddy also made an impact with his physicality and effort, securing key rebounds and finishing through contact. For Atlanta, Kobe Buffkin stepped up off the bench, showing poise as a playmaker and scorer. His court vision and control were impressive for a young guard, and he helped keep the Hawks within striking distance. Risacher continued to impress with his defensive instincts and smooth shot, proving why the Hawks are excited about his future. As the game neared its conclusion, the Grizzlies' discipline and depth ultimately made the difference. Their defense tightened up, forcing Atlanta into tough shots in the closing minutes. J.A. Morant checked back in briefly to seal the deal, finding Desmond Bane for a dagger three that put Memphis up for good. With that, the Grizzlies closed out a strong preseason win in style. When the buzzer sounded, Memphis had not only secured the victory but also made a statement about their readiness for the upcoming season. J.A. Morant led the charge with an all-around performance, mixing scoring, playmaking, and electrifying highlights. Desmond Bane was equally impressive, showcasing his improved handle and versatility. Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defense anchored the team, while the supporting cast, Smart, Aldama, Williams, and G.G. Jackson, proved that the Grizzlies have one of the deepest rosters in the league. For the Hawks, Trae Young looked in mid-season form, lighting up the scoreboard and creating for teammates. Bogdan Bogdanovic and Saddiq Bey provided shooting, while Clint Capela and Onyeka Okongwu controlled the paint. The young players, especially Zachary Risacher and Kobe Bufkin, showed encouraging signs that Atlanta's future remains bright. In the end, the Memphis Grizzlies walked away with a hard-fought preseason win, but both teams left the floor with positives to build on. Memphis showed their trademark grit, depth, and defensive intensity, while Atlanta displayed offensive firepower and youth development that could make them a surprise team in the East. As the preseason winds down, both the Grizzlies and Hawks look poised to make noise once the real games begin. If this matchup was any indication, fans can expect thrilling performances from J.A. Morant and Trae Young all season long, two of the most exciting guards in basketball going head-to-head and leading their squads into what promises to be another unforgettable NBA year.